Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Shanghai, and this game sounds a little different. There's a reason for that. That's because I'm playing this game with the FM sound unit turned off, as opposed to being left on. Here's the thing about this game. The game was released in Europe and North America, but not in Japan. Now you're probably asking yourself, why is there FM sound unit sound capabilities for this game when this game did not have a Japanese release? Well, there's a reason for that. The game came out in 1989. Around that time, the Master System, didn't know exactly where I wanted to start with that sentence, the Master System was a failure in Japan. It wasn't doing as well as Sega had hoped. And a year prior, in 1988, a year before that, they had already introduced the Mega Drive. And by 1989, they, meaning Sega, officially stopped supporting the Sega Master System to focus their efforts entirely on the Mega Drive, which would later become the Genesis in America in 1989. So because of that, some games did not get a Japanese release. I think Bomber Raid was the last game to come out for the Master System, which was known as the Mark III in Japan. I should probably mention that fact before someone yells at me. The Master System / Mark III didn't do as well as Sega had hoped, and therefore, some games that had been planned to have a Japanese release did not get released in Japan. Even though I haven't really found anything on the internet to really prove it, this is just a guess that I'm making, I want to believe that the game was meant for a Japanese release and it didn't get it because the Master System was pretty much on its one last remaining leg in Japan. So because of that, the game was released with Japanese text and FM sound unit capabilities in the cartridge, but unless you happen to have a Sega Mark III and an FM sound unit and a way to play Master System games from the West on a Japanese Mark III, you won't be able to see either of those things. And you're probably wondering where the Japanese text is I'm talking about. It's right here on this screen that tells you the rules. I did not know that the game shut itself off and went back to the title screen after 3 minutes. That's why I was surprised there just about a minute ago. I didn't expect the game to do that. Yeah, if you leave the game idle for 3 minutes, it just goes back to the title. I did not know you could do that. Yeah, if you play this game on a Mark III with a converter and you have the FM sound unit, you can probably play it with, as a matter of fact, you can definitely play it with the FM sound unit capabilities and the Japanese text. So yeah, I'm guessing this game was meant for a Japanese release, but because the Master System was basically over and done with as far as Sega was concerned in Japan, it never made its way over there. So anyway, I'm going to do some things. I'm going to show some things off. What do I do? Well, you've kind of heard the music type A while I was talking. I will show off music type B, though. And it's okay. The music is okay without the FM sound unit. but it sounds a lot better with it, honestly. I like it with FM sound unit on. Interestingly, until emulation became a thing, and Master System / Mark III could be emulated properly, the FM sound unit capability of this game were not known about until years after this game came out. And it kind of became clear after that this game was meant to have a Japanese release. So, I played Solitaire. I want to play a tournament. We're going to show off tournament and challenge in this mode, and I'm also going to show off the music without the FM sound unit. So, tournament. You have a 5-minute time limit, a 10-minute time limit, and a 20-minute time limit. You have 20 minutes, or 10 minutes, or 5 minutes, depending on which option you choose, to complete the board in. There is also no limit. No limit is just the same as Solitaire, but with no time limit. I'm gonna do 20. Now here's the thing about tournament and challenge mode. You can only identify tiles and change music. You cannot undo moves. You cannot see if you have any moves left. So you really got to buckle down and see what you need to do. I'm not going to complete this thing. I'm not even going to try to. Because I just want to show off the modes and that's it. I've already showed off completing a single board in Solitaire twice. Because I didn't get the ending right the first time. Much to my irritation. And I've already shown the victory screen for what happens when you go through Solitaire mode without cheating in any way. I'm still under the impression that that's what caused me to not get the ending. Me undoing a move. But anyway. We now have 20 minutes because I picked a 20-minute limit. And whenever a minute passes, you hear a beep. So that'll help you keep tabs on the amount of time you have left to a little bit of an extent, but not too much. You're still going to have to look at the upper right-hand corner of the screen to see how much time you have eventually. But you do have a time limit, and you won't be able to tell if you don't have enough moves for anything until it's too late, which can be a bit of a pain. Okay, you're over there. You're over here. So, yeah. This is basically the same as Solitaire, except you can't see if you have any moves left. You can't really cheat in any way. You can't undo moves or peek at tiles or see if you have any moves left, period. So you just kind of have to really just toughen up and just simmer down if you're going to play tournament or challenge mode, especially tournament mode. I wish I knew where the last view was. Oh, it's right there. Okay. I may be doing dumb things here, but so be it. Again, I'm not exactly here to completely beat this mode or anything. I just want to show it off for the sake of showing it off. If I complete it, so much the better. So be it. But at the same time, I'm not really making any promises here. I really don't want to make any promises here. Let's see here. And my voice may be a little bit raspy, but at least it's getting better. And I know I'm going to be taking some risks here, but such as Shanghai, right? Where are you? Could have sworn I saw that one somewhere. Oh well, I can't undo that now. Okay. Okay, let me get a drink of tea here. Okay. I can get rid of these. And I can get rid of these. These can also go. Yeah, I'm not making any promises here because I'm just showing this mode off for the sake of doing it. And I am glad that I got rid of those because that means I can get rid of those. Okay. Okay, I'm about to say that is somewhere where I can get something. Okay. Still looking around. Again, if I beat this, I beat this. If I don't, I don't. That's all there is. Okay. Twos can go. These can go. Oh! Oh, the game tells you! Well, thanks, game. And there is a high score screen here. I'm sorry about the strange silence here. I was just kind of surprised. I've never really played a tournament game. I never really played a tournament game. I just knew that there were like time limits and stuff. So I just wanted to see if I did it. So you have your 5 best attempts here. The fewer tiles you have, the better. And you have high score tables for all 4 limits. At least Solitaire makes for a nice practice mode. So we can press button 2 to try again, or we can press button 1 to stop. We're going to stop. And from here, we're going to try the challenge mode. Now, challenge mode, you only have one of 5 time limits to make a move. And I believe that if you don't make a move within that time limit, your game's over. I'm going to show off with 30 seconds. I think 60 would be a bit too much, because I do actually want to confirm that that's what happens if you spend too much time and you're not as decisive as you'd like to be. So let's go ahead and do challenge mode with 30. And it's a 2-player mode. Interesting. So if you don't make a move within 30 seconds, it goes to the other player. Okay. Wow, where to start? Gotta start somewhere, right? And you get a beep if you're pretty close to the time limit. And then once you make a move, player 2 gets the controller. So I'm guessing I'm now guessing that if you don't make a move within the 30 seconds, you lose, and the other player wins. If that's the case, then I don't have much to show off here. Okay, I'm about to say, I don't think I have much to show off here. And the color of the cursor changes when you switch between characters, or not characters, but players. I believe that player 1 has a white cursor and player 2 has a yellow one. Gonna wait for the next 5 seconds to confirm. Right. Player 1 has a white cursor, player 2 has a yellow one. And just like in tournament mode, you can't peek at tiles, you can't undo moves, you can't see if you have any moves left right off the bat. The only way you're going to find out if you don't have enough moves, or not enough moves, not any moves at all, is that the game tells you. Otherwise, you still have a move. And this is getting rather boring waiting for 30 seconds because I did not know exactly how this was going to go. But during the wait, as you watch your opponent move, you can look around the board, see what moves you can make, and then see what the other player does, and then you can do what you need to do from there. Again, I'm not exactly going to beat this mode by any means, but I will show this off. And yeah, this is getting rather boring watching this with only one player, because I don't have anyone to play this with me. I've never really done any Let's Plays with another person before, and I doubt that's going to change anytime soon. So here I am, giving myself 30 seconds to see what else I can do as far as these moves can go. And I just have to painstakingly do everything 30 seconds at a time just to see if I can do stuff. I know these can go. And let's see here. What is there to do? I can do the 9 bamboos. I can do the 6 dots. I should do the 6 dots. Okay, let's do the 6 dots. And then I'm going to have to wait to do the 5 dots. I'm going to leave what's going on here in this game as is, because, let's face it, it's going to make editing everything a little bit easier. Matter of fact, I should probably quit while I'm ahead. And, you know, just stop playing solitaire. You can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here. Matter of fact, let's see what happens if I run out of time with points on the board. Something should happen, right? And of course you get a beep when you're running low on time. And I believe you get beeps on the last 3 seconds as well. Okay, so you both just keep going until you run out of moves. Okay. Finding this out just as soon as y'all do, I guess. So I'm just gonna wait for this to go. Okay. Start solitaire. Make a new pattern. And I should probably show off Type C. Actually, now that I mention it, Type C was played during the rules, so I didn't really have to show it off per se. That's weird. I forgot about that. That is basically all that I can show off about tournament and challenge modes. They're basically harder versions of solitaire. Tournament, you have time limits to get through the board, and you find out that you have no more moves when the game tells you have no more moves. At least the game is good on that part. Challenge mode is a 2-player competitive mode. You get to see who makes more matches until you run out of moves or complete the board. Whoever has more points wins, obviously. Both modes have high score tables. They have top 5 scores for both modes for all of the time options, which is really nice. If only the game saved them. I assume this game does not have battery backup of any kind. So, there is a little bit of fun to be had with Tournament and Challenge. Of course, if you want to just jump into the game, Solitaire mode is pretty good too. So, that's pretty much all I can say about Shanghai for Sega Master System. I will have the FM sound unit and non-FM sound unit versions of all these songs in the description. I will find a there is a playlist on YouTube and videos of all the songs on YouTube, and I will put that in the description of this video. So now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and kind of give this game a mini review, don't you think? Graphics. You can kind of tell what everything is. I'm amazed that they managed to get some good looking tiles that you can easily identify with the size of the screen and how small the tiles are. But it works. I'm amazed that you can read the letters on the season and flower tiles, and you can tell all of the character and bamboo and dot tiles, and well as the dragon and the wind ones. You can tell all the tiles apart. Programmers did the best with what they were given as far as this went. Sound and music. It's okay without the FM sound unit, but it's wonderful with it. If you are playing this game via emulator, or if you are playing this game with a Sega Mark III and a way to play Western Master System games via converter, as well as an FM sound unit, if you have all three of those things, you can play this game with FM sound. And the FM sound sounds a lot better than the non-FM. Though, both versions do have their certain charm. You may have grown up with this game, and obviously you may have not had the FM sound unit. That's fine. Music is okay. It's not absolutely terrible, but it's a lot better with FM. Control. I didn't not have any problems with the control. The menus are easy to access. The game tells you easily how to use all of the commands and everything. You can identify tiles, you can change your music, you can select between the 3 modes, take a peek at stuff, see if you have any more moves. You can do that so easily. It's just the control pad and 1 button. Or 2 buttons, because sometimes you have to back out of stuff. But even then, control is simplified. It's as simple as it can get. And I like the fact that the game tells you, hey, this is how you play Shanghai at the very beginning of the game. Matter of fact, you could have come into this Let's Play at any point, and therefore, for all these videos, including this one, I kept the rules in. This can be a fun game that can grow on you. You can have a little bit of fun with this one. Speaking of replay value, again, you can have fun with this one. I certainly did. Within all 6 of these videos, yes, I finally got to keep track of how many videos I've been doing of this again after the 5th one. And you'll be trying your darndest just to complete 1 board. And the tournament and challenge options, at least there's a 2-player mode of some sort within this game. I do like that. So if you want to play this game with a friend and you don't want to play just solitaire, you can do it with challenge. And you can make it into a little bit of a competition. So you do have more than one option. You don't have just passing the controller around in solitaire. You do have the challenge mode, which has a scoring system. I do like that. So, is this game worth getting? Absolutely. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, it's not a Sonic game. It's not some game where you're shooting a whole bunch of people, or an RPG, or even a sports game. It's just you, 144 Mahjong tiles, and a matching game with simple rules that always get shown whenever you play the game. Whenever you put the cartridge in the Master System and you turn it on and you get the game started. That's all it is. But the thing is, this game is what you make it to be. And maybe it's not the best choice of words, but I'll say this. This game can be more fun than you think. And I know this not just because I played this game for myself at last, but because I just managed to come across the game by chance because somebody I subscribed to on YouTube played it for a YouTube stream, and it ended up being rather fun. And that fun, that drive to complete a board, to match all 144 tiles in the Dragon Formation, seeing what you can move around and what you can't. At least the game makes it easy on that front. Just playing this simple matching game. You can have more fun with this than you think. This isn't exactly the easiest game in the world. There are multiple choices that you can make, and what you do and what tiles you clear when will either make or break your run. And just that fun, that taking of risks, that drive, that desire to match all 144 tiles in the Dragon Formation and see the dragon and those fireworks and the text that tells you that you did a good job before it gives you another board. There's just something about it for me. And there was something about it for One Credit Classics and for everybody who watched those streams as well. And because of that, I and a few other people have picked this game up and have had fun with it ourselves. I know that I sound very impassioned. I know that I sound passionate about Shanghai right now, but at the end of the day, something that I wasn't exactly wild about as a kid, because I always had these things and shareware PC CD-ROM compilations on Windows 3.1 and 95 as a kid growing up. Somehow, through live streaming, this kind of became a sleeper hit, and I just kind of have an appreciation for it now. And that's alright. It's a good game. It's not terrible. If you find this game, you have a Sega Master System, by all means go get it. You may not have the FM sound unit to give you better sound, but you know what? So be it. It's still a great game. And apparently the 3-minute rule only applies if you don't touch a button on the title screen when you turn the game on at all. Good to know. No wonder this music has been going for 10 minutes. Anyway, this has been Let's Play Shanghai. I've been talking about and gushing about this game more than I should have, but I guess that means I really had a lot to say about this game after all. Hopefully, I'll be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Chances of it being something like Shanghai again are going to be rather slim. But I'll definitely have something cooked up, hopefully. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and see you guys later!